High protein breakfast recipes. They do what they say on the tin. Provide you with a healthy dose of protein in the morning, as well as being full of other healthy nutrients. Now, breakfast is something that people struggle with as it is, but add the word high protein in and it becomes even more of an issue. So today we have 3 awesome breakfast recipes for you, which all have at least 25 grams of protein in. We also have weight loss versions of these recipes, which still have a great amount of protein in, but are slightly more calorie conscious. All of these recipes today are part of our high protein and our weight loss meal plans, and you can find links to those as well as links to the recipes we're going through today in the description and the comments section of this video. By the way, you don't just have to have these recipes for breakfast. If you're like Dave, you'll probably want to eat them later on in the day instead, and they work just as well. Now, first up, we have our healthy green beans on toast recipe, and this is our take on the classic beans on toast recipe. We've swapped baked beans for white beans and added a satisfying, delicious green sauce. It's easy to make, but if you want to make it even easier, then you can use frozen spinach instead of fresh spinach. Start by adding oil and garlic to a pan and heat it until it starts to release the beautiful garlic aroma. Then add spinach, basil and parsley to the pan and cook them until they have wilted down. Add the greens to a blender and then add oat milk, lemon juice, pepper and salt, and then give it a good blend. Put the greens mixture back into a pan and add your white beans. Cook for about 2 minutes until the sauce boils. Whilst the sauce is boiling, put your bread into toast and then afterwards you can plate it up and you're good to go. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that is an awesome take on the classic recipe to just give it a bit of a spice up and add some great flavours. Next up on the list is Kat's Vegan Overnight Oats. And as the name suggests, this is a vegan option that still has so much flavour. We've used soya milk for this recipe, and of course you can choose whatever milk you want, but keep it plant-based if you want to keep it vegan. Just remember here that other plant-based milks like oat milk or almond milk don't contain as much protein as soya milk. So you just need to be aware that if you swap that out, your protein content will be lower, so you might want to bump it back up, with something like hemp seeds being a good option. Overnight oats are awesome because they give you convenience and health in one go. If you're in a rush in the morning, you can just eat them straight away, or you can take them with you in a Tupperware to eat later on. And then you know that you've had a great healthy breakfast and an excellent start to the day. Now with this recipe, you can just add all the ingredients the night before so that it's ready to go. But if you've got a bit more time, you can make it like we do in this one. So let's get back to the Hurry the Food Up kitchen. Add oats, chia seeds, soy yogurt and soy milk to a Tupperware box and stir the mixture until the oats are coated and creamy. Put it into the fridge overnight so your oats and chia can absorb all of that goodness. In the morning, you can add a bit more soy milk to make it slightly wetter if you want, and then you can add your fruit of choice, maple syrup and almonds. Stir that all together and you'll have an incredibly appetizing breakfast that's ready to go. If you haven't had overnight oats before, then you should definitely try them and let us know how you get on. Oh, and if you're finding this video useful, by the way, then please do give it a thumbs up and press subscribe if you haven't already to stay up to date with all our awesome recipes. So finally, we have got our bread pudding breakfast. This is another twist on a classic recipe, with healthier ingredients that you could have day after day, breakfast after breakfast. You can do that because we've removed or reduced the more unhealthy ingredients in the standard bread pudding recipe, and instead we've bumped up the healthy ingredients. But fear not, it is just as delicious, actually it's more delicious, than any others that you might have tried. Crack some eggs into a bowl and then add milk, sugar, vanilla extract and ground cinnamon. Whisk the mixture together until it's all combined properly. Now add whole grain bread that has been cut or torn into chunks, as well as blueberries and pumpkin seeds. Give this a stir so that the bread is properly coated. Add a little bit of oil to an oven-proof dish and use a brush or piece of kitchen paper to make sure that it's lightly coated. Transfer the mixture from the bowl onto the dish and then put this into a preheated oven for 10 minutes. Once it's ready, plate it up, add a dollop of Greek yogurt and you're good to go. Now I don't know if it's just me, but I think that is such a cool version of the classic bread pudding recipe and I'd love to know what you think. Now remember, you can find links to all of these recipes as well as our weekly meal plans in the description and comment section of this video. And if you want some more recipe inspiration, then I put a couple of videos here for you that you should definitely watch.